A while back, I broke down the 3 frequencies of protection: overt, covert, novert, visible, blended, gone. If you've seen that video, you know what each one is. If you haven't, go back and watch it first, because today I'm building on top of it. Because here's the thing nobody tells you. Knowing the 3 frequencies isn't the skill. Anyone can memorize 3 words. Anyone can nod along and say, right, visible, blended, invisible, got it. That's not the job. The job is 2 things almost nobody trains: not drifting into the wrong frequency out of habit and shifting between them cleanly when the moment demands it. Get those 2 wrong, and it doesn't matter how good your 3 postures look on paper, you'll lose anyway. So today isn't about what the 3 frequencies are. It's about how you actually operate them under pressure when it counts. And let me start with the one that ends careers: drift. Drift is what happens when you stop choosing your posture and start defaulting to it. Here's how it works, and every operator watching has done it. You've got a frequency you're comfortable in. For most of us, it's overt, because ego likes to be seen. Being the visible unit feels like doing the job. It feels like presence. So without ever deciding to, you sit in it. In rooms that needed you grey, in environments where visible presence was the wrong move, you default to the setting that feels like you, regardless of what the moment actually called for. That's drift, unconscious defaulting to the familiar. And here's why it's lethal, not just untidy. Drift makes you predictable. The moment your posture is running on habit instead of choice, you become a pattern. Same presence, same positioning, same frequency, every time. And patterns get studied. A trained adversary doesn't need to beat your skills. They just need to watch you long enough to learn your defaults. And you hand those defaults over for free every time you drift instead of choose. The operator who drifts isn't beaten by someone better. They're beaten by their own habit, by the version of themselves that got comfortable. That's the first failure, sitting in the wrong frequency because it's the one that feels like home. Now the second one, and this is the subtle one. Even operators who don't drift, who genuinely hold all 3 frequencies, still get caught here: transitions. Because holding 3 postures is one skill. Moving between them cleanly is a completely different one. And the gap between the 2 is where operations fall apart. Think about what a real detail actually demands. Visible in the lobby to deter, then grey through the crowd to preserve your principal's flow, then gone entirely in the room where a visible protector would only create friction, and then back to visible instantly the second the environment turns hostile. That's not one posture. That's 4 transitions in a few minutes. And every one of them is a moment of vulnerability. Because here's what goes wrong in a transition: lag. The environment shifts and you're slow to shift with it. So for a few seconds, you're running the wrong frequency for the room you're now in. That lag is the window. And the tell. A sloppy transition announces itself. The operator who snaps from grey to visible with a sudden change of posture, a hardening of the face, a break in rhythm, has just told everyone watching exactly what he is and exactly when he clocked the threat. You've shown the adversary your read. You've shown them the moment you saw them. A clean transition has neither. No lag, no tell. You shift frequency without the shift itself being visible. The room never sees you change gears. The principal never feels it. You were visible and then you were grey, and nobody can point to the moment it happened. That's the difference between 3 postures and an actual operating system. The system isn't the 3 settings, it's the seamless movement between them. So let me put drift and transitions together because they're the same skill from 2 directions. Drift is failing to change frequency when you should. A bad transition is changing frequency badly when you do. Both come from the same root. Posture running on autopilot instead of on conscious moment-to-moment choice. And that's the entire discipline. It sounds almost too simple. Choose your frequency consciously every time. Don't let habit choose it for you. And when you change it clean. But simple and easy aren't the same thing. Choosing your posture consciously every few seconds across an entire detail while regulating your own nervous system, while reading the principle, while reading the environment, that's exhausting. That's why people drift. Drift is the path of least resistance. Conscious posture selection is work, and it's the work most operators quietly stop doing the moment they get tired. The ones who don't stop, the ones who choose every time and transition clean every time, those are the ones you never catch. You never see them shift. You never learn their pattern because there isn't one. Here's how you know you're actually good at this. Nobody can describe what you did. The drifter is easy to describe. Always visible, always in the same spot, always the same energy, predictable, nameable. The operator running the system properly is almost impossible to describe because they were never the same thing twice. Visible when the room needed it, invisible when it didn't. And the moments in between, the transitions, so clean that nobody, not the principal, not the crowd, not the threat, can tell you when or how they changed. That's not a look you perform. It's a discipline you run. And it's the difference between someone protecting a body and someone actually creating safety. So to bring it home, the 3 frequencies are the map. I gave you that map in the other video. This is the terrain. Drift is the trap. Transitions are the craft. And conscious choice every time, under fatigue, under pressure, is the whole discipline. The operators who only know 2 frequencies lose to the ones who know 3. But the ones who know 3 and still drift, still transition badly, lose to the ones who actually run the system every time. We're a security training company. We teach this online, self-paced, face-to-face, and on the ground, anywhere in the world. Not just what the postures are, but how to hold them, choose them, move between them when your own nervous system is screaming to default. That's the operating system. That's the whole craft. That's Novert Group. Everywhere, nowhere, always.